Look at the projected scores, and it's testament to the job done by Pakistan to pull things back. It looked as if South Africa would comfortably get past 300 with their start, but it was early doors in the game. And 50 overs a long time. You can play well for the longest time, but you can also lose your way. And with those 4 wickets, South Africa certainly lost their way, and just as they seemed like they might be rebuilt, and setting for another launch, Pakistan have struck again, removing.
Yeah, bro, a change of ends for him, and he's trying to convince someone else because the captain's behind the stumps and he's not interested at all.
He's got no chance. Belatedly, he sort of has a chat to somebody. Well, hold on. They've decided in the end, after the consultation,
TV umpire to director. We have a play review caught behind. The original decision is not out. I've checked the bowler's feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on one ready, please? Thank you. Yeah, no bat involved. Nitin, you can still have your original decision of not out. Your on-screen signal now.
That's why the skipper was uninterested. And I think the consultation with a senior player said, hey, look, it wouldn't be bad to waste this one because it's class. You want him out, you win the game.
It's interesting, Tom, the partnership is 34. The contribution from Marco Jansen is 6. So that's why they understand the immense nature of trying to knock over Hunter Klaasen. That's maybe why they were bluffed into going upstairs. This one didn't seem interested at all. And he was the closest customer to where any noise would have been heard.
Yeah, try anything to get the wicket. The one you want. Maybe even just as a disruption of the game itself, have him think about it and be flustered somewhat, question himself. Oh, just outside off it looks. O'Brien, he thinks it's out. Don't know what skipper thinks this time. Now he's reassuring his bowler.
I think this would be a better option than the last one, to be brutally honest. I think the contact was almost made on and around off stump. It might be umpire's call, but they decide against it.
Hey,
195 for 5.
The best investment we can make is in our health.
With our Aquasana water filter, we know we're drinking cleaner, healthier water.
And that will pay the highest dividends.
Cheers.
Visit aquasana.com today.
Which doesn't necessarily mean that you win. Just an illustration of the fact that it's been high scoring at par in one-day games. And that 292 is still attainable from this position for South Africa, but it's dependent on that man class, and if he stays out there and has a bit of a day out, then South Africa will be confident to get in there. But if he doesn't, then even that projected 257 becomes a bit of a struggle. Decided he's going to take it on as well. Marco Jansen, rather than just nudge it about. No boundaries for him to this point, so perhaps looking to access that on the offside.
Yeah, give himself some room, looking to maybe just pop it back over the bowler's head. There's both mid-on and mid-off are up in the ring, looking to be a little bit more aggressive. The bowlers just love that extra fielder, don't you? Just love that extra fielder that can get in the way of a nice straight drive. Extra man just doing a brilliant stopping job.
You take the credit too as the bowler. You say, well, I bowled it straight enough. Batter spewing.
Just a closure in the last over. You might have seen that reverse sweep from Marco Jansen, and it didn't look like it missed the glove and made contact with the arm. But was it arm before wicket, or let's have a squiz? Yeah, I think it's arm before, because he's such a long individual. That's why I thought it had more going for it, because he's got such long levers, long arms. He gets it well outside and interception points before the 3 meters. So if it had gone upstairs, it would have not been overturned. But interesting, went on to hit the stumps.
A go-to shot of his in a 20-over format. Generally plays it decently. And I wonder if it is a sort of get out of jail, with the spinners operating and kind of feeling that he's batting a little too slowly, trying to get himself going as well. .198 for 5.
Probably we're talking, what was it, 295 you were saying? Well, have a look there. 2022, 20, 22, 23. 87, 91, 96, 96. So that's why there's an average that comes in pretty similar to that 295. If you go in recent history, South Africa go 10 and over from here and then get to 300, they've won the game.
That's right, such a good job done by Pakistan in that little period, a mad period of 5 overs. Mad for South Africa, and it is Pakistan's game and their opportunity to control things. I do wish my Urdu was better. because there's a lot being communicated by Captain Rizwan.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. It's like there's plenty of encouragement or instruction. It's actually interesting. I watched him in the last game. Yes, he had some inexperienced bowlers, but he was actually calling the slow balls, which is a very rare thing that you see. I mean, in baseball, the pitcher or the catcher might try and influence what the pitcher's going to do. He was definitely, as the bowler turned around and started his run-up, he was signaling his back-of-the-hand slower deliveries. And I know in the old days, as a non-striker, you'd kind of watch for something like that, and then in Afrikaans, you'd quickly shout down the wicket to the fellow batter. All swept up in the air, and the bounce is done for him. Oh, my word! That was an absolute dolly. Can you believe it has gone down to end the over? 40 overs completed, and you won't see a dolly like that drop very often. 199 for 5.
When I started college, so many people warned me about credit cards. They just seemed really scary. When I needed a car, I realized that I needed to build credit, so I got the Time Credit Builder card because I could safely build credit without being afraid of fees or interest. And there was no credit check. My score went up over 60 points, and I bought my first car. As a busy college student, having a car is an absolute must. I feel like I could do anything. My next goal, a 700 credit score. Join me at time.com.
Drop the dolly, they'll say. Oh, Harris Ralph. 40 overs done. An opportunity to make amends. Nicely played. I'll be back for a second. 200 is up for South Africa. A new batter coming in would just have a different scenario to this part of the game. Another strike and a stalling for South Africa. Instead, this partnership continues on.
Interesting that Harriswell decided to go for the short pitch. I feel we haven't seen enough of that from Pakistan today. We haven't seen them testing the batters with the middle of the surface from time to time. They might just also be angry about that drop catch. The funny thing about it, when it loops to you, when it comes quickly, sometimes your hands you give to make sure that you soften the blow. But because this came through as an absolute dolly, as we mentioned, just had no pace in it. He just put his hands there and just hard hands. He didn't go down to give it. Oh boy, you would not expect to drop that. How costly would that be for Pakistan? We know how destructive Marco Jansen can be at times.
It's a horrible feeling. Feeling a drop and a catch. And really doesn't matter whether it's sort of really easy one or not. It's just when you drop a catch, it's terrible. He catches a fright. You see that there? It's a real fright as it like bobbles out. And he's like, oh dear. And there's nothing he can do. Picks it up and I must move on. Won't have forgotten. To this point, he still won't have forgotten.
It also depends on, it'll go further than this. So at some stage in the dressing room, someone might do something. We used to have Dennis Colstein was the manager. And if he dropped the dolly like that, as you walked into the change room for tea or lunch or something, he'd be waiting just by the door. And then he'd get something, I don't know what it would be, but he'd lob it to try and catch that one. And it kind of was good because he'd break the ice. He also had a basket that if you dropped the catch, when you got back to your spot in the change room, the basket would be there and say, maybe take that out with you next time. But you can't hear those kind of individuals because it's a bit of the elephant in the room as they come back for a nice second there for Klaasen. Yeah, it gets the elephant in the room. No one wants to really go down like any chance of you taking that catch, so no one wants to say something about it. So if you do find a way to break the ice, then you can laugh about it eventually.
Yeah, you do also need a bit of a sense of humor. And you'll find that the more senior the players, the less likely the sense of humor. What a shot that is. Like the crack of a gun. And it's away for 4. And Heinrich Klaassen ends the over. 209 for 5.
His reputation would be about how he pulls from a strong position against the spinners, but he can do exactly the same against the fast bowlers. It's not banged in really short. He's into position quickly and loves that area. That was a good way for South Africa to finish the over, but it meant that 10 runs came off it.
Absolutely fantastic shot. A Klaassen shot. The Klaassen shot. Difference this time is that he's hitting that for 4 rather than trying to clear the fence, taking away the risk, looking to try and ensure that he bats a long time here, all the way to the end. For Pakistan, it'll hurt. There should have been a restart. A restart because of a wicket. Instead, the partnership continues to prosper. Marco Jansen can even smile.
Flabbergasted about his tactics, Pomp. He reverse sweeps that one and gets it nice and fine. That could work its way towards the fence. In fact, they'll be back for the second. The tactics I'm talking about is Marco Jansen's on strike. The last delivery of the last over, he went for sweep. Top edge. Gets dropped by the man in the short 45. He comes to face his next delivery of the next over, and the short 45 is not there. He's not in position. So they put him back onto the fence. That is interesting. But maybe. Okay, it's the last power play, so you can put the extra fielder out. That's made by that comment. The fact that he popped one up to that area.
Shots of catch, and it's gone a long way up. Shaheen Shah makes no mistake. Another opportunity given, and this time taken. It's not cost too many. And Harris Rao can breathe easy.
Yeah, given the lifeline was Marco Jansen, but doesn't make them pay Pakistan, and they'll be laughing about the drop catch now, Pommy. They wouldn't have been if he'd gone on to get a big score. Didn't hit anywhere near the middle, almost looked like it was the Q end right at the bottom, so it had no power. Easy tackling by Shaheen Afridi. They were hoping for another drop catch. Not to be. Jansen goes for 10 of 27 deliveries. South Africa 211 for 6.
We've got a juicer and a steam oven, but our favorite appliance is our Aquasana filter. It makes all the water that we drink and cook with cleaner and healthier.
Tastes better too.
Visit aquasana.com today.
Hey, what's up, everyone? We have enough devices that chime. Bridge designs innovative gear built for life. No Wi-Fi or AI, just durable essentials. Not exactly smart products, but smart products. Find yours at bridge.com.
50 partnership involved in that, and it was Klaassen dominating things. Under the pressure while. New batter.
He's got himself a chance.
Busy running, training, and had to abruptly stop and save energy because he's going to be needed in the game. And need him here to strike some blows. Still has a little bit of time to get himself in, rotate. 2-on-1 for 6.
Has just arrived. Hasn't got going yet. Faced a couple of deliveries. Clarkson's been superb. 81 off 90. 8 overs remaining in this game, and Pakistan will be well pleased the way things have gone at this stage. Yeah, they'd like to get rid of Clarkson, of course, pretty soon, because give him another 8 overs, he can be very dangerous. Rabada, Bartman, Shamsi to come after that. Groin strain. I'm not sure of the severity of it. If a groin strain is not something you get over pretty quickly, that's going to be a bit of a concern for South Africa, with test matches not too far away. Afridi again.
What Rizwan did well today in this contest is that he was flexible with his strategy, so didn't really shy away from using Sam Ayub, keeping Abrar right till the end. Ball wonderfully well to win this.
Shot from the bowler. Might have been sliding down the leg side.
Palak, I think, is thinking that way.
Not sending it upstairs either.
Yeah, the fuller length from Shaheen Afridi missing the target. How far away was this from the stumps? Yeah, going down the leg side. Staying on that middle and leg stump line, more on the leg stump line. That'll look why.
Breeze is getting a little bit stronger too across the ground now. Single. It's important also to remember the average score batting first. The last 5 games played here is